guys, it's Tracy here from Tracy Take 2, and I'm on week 4 for real this time. I am just getting back to you with another update, and I thought I'd come from a little bit of a different location today because you're probably getting sick of seeing me sitting in my bed. And it's a nice day out, so there's some nice natural light in here. Hopefully it's not blocking the light too much. The sun coming isn't contrasting too much. Anyway, so news for this week. Today I am down to 200 pounds exactly, so that's easy to figure out. That's 36 pounds down from my starting weight and 40 pounds down from my highest weight. Let's see, and from last week, sorry, I don't remember what I posted last week, but I'll put it down in my description below if I remember to do that. Not too much new this week. Kind of the same foods. I've been eating like some eggs, and I can usually only eat about one. I tried to make a 2-egg omelet one day, and I was only able to eat about half of it, so I put half in the fridge and ate a little bit of it later. So if I make 1 egg, put in a little bit of sausage meat, that usually fills me up. Oh, Bo wants to make his appearance again. He seems to think he's part of these videos for some reason now too. All right, you get. Yeah, so anything else new? Nothing else really new. It's been a really rainy week, and so I haven't been out walking too much outside, just kind of trying to keep to inside my work area. And it's been a really busy week. I'm kind of covering for somebody who's off on vacation, and Bo, stop. Sorry. Yes, I haven't had a whole lot of time to get away from my desk too much this week. Yeah, like I said, food-wise the same. I have been going back to the Premier Protein shakes a bit. For some reason, right off the bat, right after the surgery, they were kind of, the taste of them was kind of throwing me off. They were too sweet tasting or something. Maybe it was the thickness or the consistency. Something wasn't sitting right with me. But so I was making my own shakes, which I still do. I still had one today. But I have been bringing some of the Premiers to work, and as long as they're cold, I can handle them. And yeah, another thing I've been experiencing is, I know people have different signs for when they're full, and I think mine is hiccups. I've been getting hiccups a lot. So sometimes if I drink a couple gulps of water too fast, I'll get the hiccups. When I'm eating, if I've taken too big of a bite or something, I'll get the hiccups. So I've been getting a lot of hiccups lately, so I think that's my sign, my full sign, or eating too fast, drinking too fast sign, is the hiccups. What else is new this week? Again, just the clothes feeling a little bit looser, feels good. It's getting a little warmer out, so I'm putting on some of my stuff from last year. This is a dress I wore last year. So it's fitting nice this year so far. I have a wedding coming up to go to in September, so I'm hoping to have to buy something new for that. Would be nice. But I do have a couple dresses put away that I really like that I'm going to see how they fit around that time. Hopefully they're not too big because I really like them. I don't want to get rid of them. That's what I said. I'm really attached to a lot of my clothes, so that's going to be a hard part of this struggle. I know it's always fun to go out and buy new stuff, new smaller stuff. That's always fun. But I like a lot of the things I have now, and I'm just going to be sad if they start getting too baggy. And I'll wear things baggy. I like baggy clothes. This hoodie here, I've had this one. I've had forever too. It was my husband's. Actually, it's from a men's store, but I kind of stole it from him. And it was actually getting a little bit more snug on me past a little bit, but it's nice and loose on me, and I'll wear this until it's really big because I just like loose clothes too. So for me, it's more the stuff like pants, which are going to fall off of you if you try wearing them when they're too big. I guess you can always wear belts too. But I wear just a lot of casual clothes. At work, I don't have to dress business casual or anything. I'm completely casual. I can wear jeans, sandals, t-shirts, anything to work, which is really nice for an office job. It's unusual, but in the media environment, it's kind of, I guess, more the norm. I worked in television before I worked where I work now, which is in a newspaper. And it's kind of always been the way it is. You don't really have to dress up in the office where I've worked anyways. So I do like wearing a lot of casual clothes. I don't wear like dress pants or anything that's too form-fitting, unless it's, of course, like a dress, which I wear them. And then I covered up with a big giant hoodie anyway. So that's really, I'm never probably going to be happy with my arms because I'm I'm a half Italian. I always had my big Nona's arms, even when I was thinner. I just have a feeling that's never going to change. No matter, my stomach will get smaller, and I've noticed that already. I used to have skinnier legs when I was younger. And if they get back to there, that'd be great. But I have a funny feeling my arms are just not going to shrink back to where they were, and they're probably always going to kind of be big unless I do something surgery-wise with them, which I don't know if I'd put the money towards that or not. We'll have to see at the end of this journey, but I just have a funny feeling that there's never going to be really, I'm never going to really be happy with my arms. So I do just cover them up. I don't really wear sleeveless things anywhere. And for me, it's not just because I'm big and have big arms that I don't wear sleeveless things. I'm not saying that people that are bigger should always have to cover up their arms, but for me, it's just, like I said, my proportions. I've got very different proportions, long torso, but I've always had really, sorry, Bo, really small chest area. So, I mean, my chest has not grown. I've been a B cup since I was a teenager. That's about as big as I got. Through 3 pregnancies, my chest size has not changed one bit. Like, I literally was wearing the same bras. I could have worn the same bras since I was like 14 years old, but obviously you change up bras. But I've been wearing the same size since then. So I've always been a B cup. The only thing that's changed is obviously the waist or the band size. So that's gotten bigger. But so when I started putting on weight, my weight went in my stomach. So then it just made my chest look even smaller, and then my arms getting bigger. So I just don't like the proportions of my body when I wear sleeveless. I know a lot of women with bigger chests. It kind of probably makes their arms look smaller or just more proportioned when they wear sleeveless things. So I have no problem with larger women wearing sleeveless things, and I don't think it looks bad on everyone. Just me personally, with smaller chest, big arms, big stomach, it's just draws attention to those areas, like all the areas. It just doesn't, I've just never liked the way my arms look sleeveless. It just doesn't work on me. So yeah, maybe we'll get to a point where I can wear sleeveless things again and just kind of not worry too much about the look of my arms, but I can see them always being a problem for me. If he's not right in my face now, Bo is drinking water. I don't know if you can hear that, but he's lapping water, and Great Danes, they make a lot of noise drinking water. They make a lot of mess drinking water too. It gets it all over the floor. It's horrible, but you gotta love them. Anything else? Yeah, so I don't really have any other non-scale victories this week. It's kind of been the same as last. Week to week, not much changes with me. I don't do a whole lot different during the week. Like I said, just work and at home and taking care of the kids, and kind of been eating the same kind of things. I have been getting in protein, a shake a morning. I've been eating lots of like the little fake veggie meats. Today I had some veggie ground round, or like a veggie sausage in my eggs with some peppers, diced up really, really tiny, some red and green peppers, with some cheese. Last night for dinner I made kind of like a little stir fry for myself. I had some fake veggie strips, chicken strips, and some mushroom and canned green peas, because I think they're just easier on you maybe than the frozen ones right now, and some frozen green beans that cooked really well. Just made a little stir fry with those. So and that was good. So nothing at all has been bothering my stomach as of yet. I'm trying to stay away from carbs, so I'm not trying to eat bread, but I think I can. I think if I wanted to make myself a fake turkey sandwich tomorrow and with lettuce, and I probably could. I know a lot of people months out can't handle the lettuce, can't handle the bread, but I have a funny feeling I could. I just don't want to push it. I don't want to push all the carbs on myself. I'm trying to stay away from them, even though I have no restriction and no consequences for eating them right now. They're just, nothing seems to be bothering me. It's weird. Even overeating, like I'll make myself an egg, and like I said, a couple times I've been eating the eggs, but I think it's only been with eggs really that has been the only thing that I kind of stop myself and start feeling like, oh, this is too much food, I really don't need anymore, and then I put the eggs away. But anything else I've eaten, I try to make small portions, obviously. So I've had some soup, and I brought that to work. But anything I've eaten almost, I can feel like I could go back for more, just like before. So I really have to be very conscious visually. I haven't been weighing food. I'm just really terrible with measurements and that kind of thing. So I haven't really been weighing my food, kind of trying to eye it and just kind of keep my portions down that way. which is working for me, but I've just never been good at the whole scales and weighing and measuring, and I can't see doing that. Just like I try to use my FitnessPal for logging my food, and I'm just really, really bad at that kind of thing. Unless I was doing it for a while, I was able to kind of write down what I was going to eat in a day before surgery and work, and I was able to log stuff that way for a little while, but I would just find any little tiny thing I add into the day, or if I don't eat something that was on there, it was just too much hassle to go back and change it all, and I've just never been good at logging or that kind of thing. So I know I've got my appointment on next Tuesday on the 4th. I think it's the 4th. This 1 month bariatric appointment, and I know they're probably planning on seeing a food log, which I haven't been doing, which is bad. But I do kind of keep track on a daily basis. I don't eat a lot of different things. I kind of have been eating, even now I've been eating the kind of same things every day, so I can kind of just tell them what I'm eating and how much of it. Even beforehand, when I had my appointment with the dietitian, during the first steps, you were supposed to have a food log, and of course I didn't, because I'm unprepared and not prepared that way. But even then, I kind of just gave her an idea. I had salads every day. I had my breakfast smoothie every day. And for dinner, I'd kind of give her a rough idea of just kind of the different meals I'd have then. But, and so I'm kind of doing the same thing. I haven't changed what I mean, I don't change what I eat on a daily basis a lot. I'll have a different dinner, but I'm always having my shake in the breakfast. Usually having like a Bonbell kind of cheese at work, or the little cream cheeses, the, Laughing Cow cream cheeses, maybe with a couple crackers, just small little multigrain, really tiny small crackers, not really anything big, and not a lot of them, just kind of couple with, just get one of those little squares of cheese. And I've been trying to get in some Greek yogurt. I usually bring one of those to work every day, and my dinner. So it's pretty much been the same same thing every day. I don't really venture off too far from what I eat on a daily basis. And like I did mention in my last video, I did try salad. I haven't been having salads every day or anything. I did just try those 2 last week, and that I bought for my daughter, and I kind of split them with her. I could handle salad, and I probably will. I just haven't got around to going to the store and buying the stuff to make my own salad again. So I just haven't got around to it, but I would work salads back into my meals now, because they don't bother me and I miss them. And yeah, it was just, I don't think they'd be too crazy. I don't use a crazy amount of dressing. I just use a light, like balsamic usually or something. So I wouldn't worry about too many calories that way. Yeah, so nothing else really new to report this week. I can get back to you in week 5. I can get back to you if anything changes, but I don't think my food will change much. Maybe I'll let you know about my activity levels, and of course what happens after this appointment that I have coming up on Tuesday. Again, I'm a day late. My week 4 is from Wednesday, and this is Thursday. I just had the time today to do this because I was going into work a bit later and the kids are gone. And yeah, so I can't think of anything else much new. I honestly, if somebody told me that I didn't really have the surgery, that somebody just put me under and woke me up and the surgery, I would believe them, because I feel no different. I feel no different. Maybe a little bit when I'm taking vitamins, but like drinking water, I drink kind of the same. Eating, I should eat slower, but it's just nothing has been bothering me or hindering me, food or water wise, as a result of the surgery itself. Like my scars are almost like, there's just scars now. They're barely there. I can barely notice them already. I mean, I know where they are, but I mean, I can see them healing up to being almost undetectable. I've already had stretch marks from having the kids, so I mean, they'll just blend in with that. But nothing about me really feels like I've had this surgery. I don't get upset. My too much information, bowel movements might have been a little bit different, because I used to be quite regular, eating salads and lots of fiber every day. But that's getting back to normal. My water intake's kind of just what it was beforehand. I always drank a lot of water, and I'm drinking my water now. Kind of the same. The only thing that's bothering me, again, like I've always already mentioned, is having to wait after meals instead of drinking with meals. Still a big focus for me, but I have been getting the water in okay. Yeah, so if somebody told me I didn't really have the surgery, I'd believe them, because I don't feel like I've had the surgery. As far as hunger goes, I think it's really head hunger I'm feeling. I'll go in the morning and I'll eat my breakfast at home and then go to work or bring my shake to work with me, either or, depending on how much time I have. And then I'm waiting the hour to start drinking my water. And then after that, like while I'm drinking my water, I'm trying to plan out when I'm going to have my next meal. And I think it's just more, what do you call it? Habit that I think I have to eat at certain times. So I think I start feeling hungry at certain times of the day. And so I'll go have one of my cheese snacks or something. But it's really hard to distinguish because it's not, I don't know, it doesn't feel like it's coming from my stomach. It's more like my mind, like I'm set to believe that I'm hungry at certain times of the day and that I have to eat at certain times of the day. And so then my body, I feel like my body's telling me to, but I don't think it's real. I think it's, because I think I could go all day without eating. I don't think I actually have physical hunger. I just think it is a head thing, and it's really hard to get around that because I think beforehand I probably had a lot of that too, and I don't think I think I ate a lot of times when I wasn't really hungry because I was on a schedule, and I keep thinking I have to eat at this time for lunch and this time for dinner and this time for snacks, and I think a lot of times I just ate because I thought I had to eat at those times, and then I also had portion control, so I'd eat as much as I made, like, or you know, until I felt like I was going to be full, but I never really overate, so I wasn't really killing myself like sick full afterwards. But I could have a good helping and not think I was done. So so that's still hard too because I make this little tiny bit and I've got to stop myself. I've got to stop myself because I'm not going to feel full. Maybe I could. Maybe if I ate too much I would feel full, but I'm trying to eat the right portions and Bo, stop. Bo, stop. Go get. Trying to eat the right portions, not overeat. And it's just weird when you don't feel full, and I don't want to get to the point where I do feel full. Anyways, I'm going to cut this short now because I don't think my dog's going to leave me alone. He thinks it's playtime, cuddle time for him. And I don't really have much more to report for this week. So thanks for tuning in again. And if there's anything you want to know about me or about my journey so far, leave a comment below and I can explore it next week. Like I said, I just kind of don't feel like I've had the surgery. I'm kind of living the same life I was before my surgery, besides, you know, the eating has obviously changed, but I just, and the weight is coming off, so I'm not too worried about that. And I don't know. It's just, besides getting more exercise, I should start going to the gym. I have a membership. I put it on hold for a little bit because I knew I was having the surgery. I wouldn't be going there for a while, but I should start picking that up soon. I got to find out when I can kind of do that again. Until then, I just enjoy the walking for now. Yeah. So yeah, if there's anything you want to know about that you've had issues with or anything with by around week 4, week 5. Maybe there's things that I'm just not thinking of, but everything feels really normal to me right now. And yeah, it's just kind of really, for me, it's really a head game. It's really, really just kind of wrapping my head around the amounts of food. And I hate focusing so much on food because I find that's not healthy either. But I guess until I can get my head wrapped around the fact that these smaller meals are normal and just keep that as a norm, then I really do have to focus. And it's really hard. It's hard focusing on not eating a lot when your body's not telling you one way or another, you know, if you're full or if you're hungry, and just having to use your own judgment. It's not, obviously if I had good judgment, I wouldn't be in the situation I'm in now to begin with. So yeah, getting that down is still hard at week 4. And yeah, we'll see if that improves next week when it starts to become more habit to kind of just eat when I don't know. It's hard to say because I don't eat when I'm hungry, because I think you'd starve yourself at this point if you ate when you were hungry, because I'm not feeling hungry and I'm trying to avoid the head hunger, the thing in my head telling me to eat. But it's really, really hard to judge and measure. And at this point, it's weird. It's like food has become a job instead of, you know, before I wanted to eat because I'd see something I liked and I'd eat it. Or I was hungry and I ate. But now it's more like it's just fuel for your body, and it's hard just fitting that in with everything else you do. And that's, I guess, my biggest struggle for this week, and it has been since last week, I guess, too. And probably going forward for a little while anyways. I just don't want to get back into bad habits. But at the same time, it's like literally all on me not to, because nothing in my body's stopping me. I wish I was one of these people that got dumping syndrome, because I did have, I haven't had anything with real sugar, but I've had some sugar-free candies. Oh, I did have something one day, some pizza. I had some pizza toppings off my husband's pizza, and I did actually have one piece. I didn't eat the crust, but I had a couple bites with the bread as well. And no, of course, it didn't bother me. So for me, it's really all on me. I'm not having anything physical that's going to stop me from, I could probably go out today if I wanted to and get a Dairy Queen ice cream or something. And I can't imagine the sugar would bother me, because nothing else has. I mean, I could end up dumping. I haven't tried. I haven't tested the waters of sugar, eating something sugary yet, and it could bother me. But I just have a funny feeling nothing is going to bother me. And if I get back, and I don't want to get back into old habits, but it's hard. It's hard to avoid things when, you know, you had this idea that doing this was going to limit you in some way. And so far, it just physically hasn't for me. So I will have to do it all on my own, which if I could have done that, I wouldn't have had the surgery. But now that I've had the surgery, there's more incentive to do it. And it's just going to be hard. It's going to be a battle. I mean, people say this is the easy way out, but it's not the easy way out, because it is hard to do this and to still have to fight yourself with every urge and craving you have. Anyways, like I said, I'm rambling again. So I will leave this for next week and get back to you then about my appointment and any other new news I have then. Thanks for tuning in. I'll see you then.